apologies if the camera's a little shaky. I promise that I'm not driving.
I was going to say, it looks like you're driving, so I'm glad you clarified that.
Yes, that would be impressive. But we'll see how steady I can hold the camera. I'm sitting in the back seat. But I apparently am the old guy in the group. I graduated in 2012. At least recognize AJ, at least. I had started on quarters. So I guess if I want to date myself, I started on quarters and then finished the semesters.
You're not old,
so my, yeah.
Yeah.
My journey's maybe a little different as well. And I purposely didn't answer your question yet because I knew that I'd end up talking about it here. But I finished Pathways, like I said, in 2012 and then transferred to Toledo. I liked both mechanical and electrical engineering so much that I did my 4-year degree in chemical engineering at Toledo. But I got a head start, and I can't remember who. Although I switched into chemical engineering, all of my calculus classes transferred, so I knocked out my first year of calculus, my chemistry classes as well, physics classes, and I wasn't able to finish my 4-year degree any earlier. It opened up a lot of room in my schedule. I had 2 minors and another focus. I was able to get an additional co-op opportunity when I was at Toledo, so I did 5 co-op rotations up there. I worked at an oil refinery as a process engineer. When I finished school, I moved out west to the middle of nowhere in Iowa and worked at a bioethanol plant. Did that for a couple of years. I got tired of driving 45, 50 miles to the nearest Walmart or grocery store, so then I moved back to Cleveland. And I work for Lubrizol now as a tech service manager, but I work in research and development. Lubrizol's an advanced chemical manufacturer. They make a lot of things that go into Nike shoes or shampoos or Under Armour shirts, different things. Specifically, my area is CPVC. Pathways gave me my first opportunity for a co-op, and I'll say this is maybe the part that might make you guys more interested. When you're looking for that first co-op opportunity, everybody is going in as a freshman or a sophomore with really the same background resume, right? Because you haven't really worked real engineering jobs yet. But I had a degree in my hand already with a lot of experience. And so that was what gave me a nudge over different candidates for my first job. I was making 36 bucks an hour as a sophomore, right? Top of the world. So without that Pathways background, I wouldn't have had that opportunity, which led me to each of my different job opportunities after that. So I've been really grateful for what Pathways was able to offer me back in the day.
Paxton, is there anything that you want to add?
I guess I would just echo what everyone said, but specifically Maria on the co-op and internship opportunities. It is a great way to figure out if it is something that you truly are interested in and would want to do it full time, right, for several years, because you don't have that same opportunity of mobility. Once you finish college, you get a job, you're more or less stuck in it for a longer period of time. And even if you're still in high school or after freshman year of college and there aren't formal co-ops yet, trying to intern somewhere likely can get paid for it if it's an engineering discipline is a great way to test the waters a little bit and figure out, is manufacturing something I'm interested in, or is it more research, or is it more commercial and sales like some of the other folks on the call here? That it's a great benefit for you. It's a great benefit for the company as a test run to figure out if they want to keep investing in you, and it's also a great resume builder, so that when you go out and you're looking for a full-time job, you have this background of experience that maybe others don't have that or competing against you. We had 25 people, I think, in my class, and I'd say 18 to 20 went straight into the workforce out of school. A lot of them were in like drafting, utilizing AutoCAD type roles, or they were field service technician type roles for AP or a power company maybe. That, as I think the others have highlighted, it just depends on if you're more the hands-on in the field versus the design side. There were a handful of us that ended up going to schools then, both great options. It's like everyone has said, I think if you get a little taste for what you might want to do, that can help decide if you want to go to a 4-year degree or just immediately join the workforce after. I did have one other question, and I don't know if this is still offered. When I was in school, there was a 4-year program that was partnered with the University of Miami that was a bachelor's degree in the same electromechanical engineering technology. There were several kids who also chose that route as well because they could do a lot of it from Zane State, and it was virtual classes. And so that was kind of a compromise mix. You wanted to stay local, but you could still get a 4-year degree.